What's up, dudes? Sorry for being absent for quite a while and not uploading any new videos. I've been quite sick. I had a cold, for a massive fucking cold, a Swedish cold, where it's minus 15 degrees Celsius outside and you have polar bears with ice shoes walking around casually, drop kicking older men in the head. It's quite terrible, and in those circumstances you can get a massive Swedish cold. So it sucks badly, but I'm starting to get better. I might cough a bit during this video, I apologize for that. But I at least want to talk a bit about the location test in Tokyo, Tekken 7 FR we saw about a week ago, and the game looks great. It looks like the coolest and best Tekken game since Tekken 5. Tekken 5 was one of the graphically most pleasing games on the PlayStation 2 platform, and Tekken 7 FR seems to go in that general direction. It doesn't look like Tekken 6 or TTT2, who looked like almost complete fucking garbage. They are not graphically mesmerizing, to say the least. So, first of all, I also would like to say that we got a release, not a release date, but a release month for Tekken 7 FR Arcade Edition, and it's going to be released in July. That's a tad later than I thought it would be released, as it will be played in EVO during July, like the 12th of July, whatever, I don't really remember. So that means the people at EVO will be playing the game blind. No one will have played the game other than very briefly on location tests. And I guess this means now that the game won't be released on consoles until next year. That's my guess, because the arcade owners would like to, of course, profit from the game a while. And historically they've had the titles for about half a year before they are released on consoles. So it's very sad news, but what can you do? You know, what the fuck can you do? You're a Tekken fan, waiting is your life. So I'm going to try and break down some of the stuff I at least noticed in the location tests, and maybe it could be of interest to you. So the graphics look very neat. The cloth effects, yeah, the simulations, the cloth simulations, wind and shakiness. I just want to bring that up again. It looks really great. Kazuya's coat looks way better than it did in Tekken 7 Vanilla. It looks like it has got a higher resolution, not only the mesh, the model geometry, not only high resolution there, but the texture, the shading is so much better. It looks great, and when the stage starts raining, the shading changes and the coat actually looks wet. It goes from dry to wet. It looks great. And we've seen some pretty large system changes. The health bar overall has increased, which is great. No one wants to die from 2 juggles. It's going in the right direction. The sidestep is bigger, which I guess helps my characters, the Mishimas, and super poke heavy pressure characters like Law. They really felt good about the Tekken 7 Vanilla system, where the sidestep was very limited, so they had an easy time rushing people down. So it depends on what type of playstyle you prefer, but yeah, sidestep, people should be encouraged to have good movement and evade attacks and creating whiffs to punish. And the Mishimas really like this, so thumbs up from me. And we saw that Hwoarang had several rage attacks. He not only has that free hit string we saw him use as a wall ender in the rage attack trailer, he also has that hunting hawk extension Ogre has in TTT2, where he does 4 kicks instead of 3. It looks like a flying tornado of destruction. So this begs the question, do all of the characters have several rage attacks, or is it only Hwoarang? So this is very interesting and something we should keep our eyes on the lookout for, more information on this. And then some people told me regarding the Tekken 7 FR trailer that Dragunov's new animation on his rage art was a finisher. It was a new system where if a rage art killed, it had a new animation, and this was bullshit. That was not the case. People fooled me, you damn dirty pigs. Dragunov actually got a new animation on his rage art, and I hope more characters follow suit. I saw that Kazuya had his old one, Heihachi had his old one. Unfortunately, we never got to see Devil Jin's new one because no one fucking played him for some reason, but more new rage art animations would be good. And now something that was very weird on the location test, the balancing, the character balancing. Shaheen was still a fucking tornado of death with his orbital heal, his retarded hop kick, his retarded fucking slide into guaranteed follow-up, and he still had that fucking combo ender, that spike, that is it a cartwheel that spikes them to the ground and he gets a guaranteed follow-up. He still had that. And he still had really good movement, he had all of his pokes, he even got a new fucking poke that seemed pretty good, so what the hell is up with that? Shaheen needs a massive nerf, and I can't believe he hadn't been nerfed for FR already. And now Martial Law got a 14 frame launcher. Yes. Why? I don't know what to say. You have one of the most competent offensive characters in the game, one of the original pitballs that does so well with offense, and you give him a 14 frame mid launcher that low crushes with a super easy input. I mean, the Mishima's Heihachi, for example, if you have perfect execution, you'll be able to EVGF launch people at -14 every once in a while. That's if you have really good execution. Law has a 14 frame launcher that's an extension of his 3+4. Yeah, you only press 3+4 and then you add another 4 and you get a follow-up kick that screws and bounds. It's just very weird, and it's going to be removed immediately, I'm guessing, because I don't know what game designer at Namco that thought that would be a good idea, but yeah, it's completely fucking retarded. Please remove it immediately. And then King, who has been extremely strong and extremely competent character in Tekken 7 Vanilla, also got a buff, of course, while running free, a new one, a running knee that's plus some block, and on hit it gives a guaranteed ground throw attempt or other follow-up attacks, and he didn't really need it. And then they nerfed Lily, who never really was a threat, never really seemed that strong, but they nerfed her. She gets no guaranteed down 3 with low sweep after down forward 3+4, 3+4. So some very weird balancing, who knows what they're thinking. And then the Mishimas, my golden boys. Devil Jin was pretty much nowhere to be seen during the location test, which sucked. But we saw that his rage attack, that Hell Sweep with the extension, the Hell Sweep doesn't stagger on block, and he goes through with the attack, and the attack itself, the latter part, 2 hits are mid, and it's -13 on block. A really good move. So you have, when you're in rage, you can do a super fucking Hell Sweep. It's still super fast. Yawn. Sorry about that. It's still as fast, but it doesn't stagger anymore, and it's -13. So he has a legendary Hell Sweep now when he's in rage. So Devil Jin very strong. And then of course they fucked with Kazuya. They gave him a safe homing move, back 4, yeah, replaces the old back 4. This is really good. He needed another safe homing move that's actually fast. His while standing free doesn't count, that move is garbage. So nice to see that. It's high, but it's a fast, safe homing move. I really enjoy this. and I don't know about the counter hit properties, but it bounds, it screws, and you can even do 2 electrics into it, back 4, and still get the bound. So that's cool, and his twin pistons go back to pre-Tekken 6 BR status, where they are -12 on block, so a small buff. But the back 4 he had in Tekken 7 Vanilla, he still has it, thank God, but the input is forward, forward, 4. This is horrible. Yes, you won't be able to spam it that much anymore because the input is more annoying, takes more time. But that's not the big downside to the new notation. Now when you wave dash into forward 4, you're going to get forward, forward, 4. The old back 4. What I want out of a wave dash into forward 4 is his forward 4, his right splits kick, one of his absolute key moves. So now we're going to have to do what we did in Tekken 6, no, Tekken 5. You're going to have to crouch cancel out of the wave dash and hit forward 4 to get the right splits kick. And I'm just guessing his... when you did a combo and then did the bound and then dashed into forward 4 to get that 50-50 Okizeme, I guess that's gone. You won't be able to do that anymore. So that really hurt my feelings. I'm crying. My sweet Kazuya. But not a massive nerf, but a very annoying one. And this also means you won't be able to throw someone up on the wall and do forward 4 into a guaranteed back 4. That's forward, forward, 4. That was actually guaranteed in Tekken 7 Vanilla. It was tight, but it was guaranteed and it did massive damage. And then Heihachi, out of the blue, was buffed. He needed a buff because he wasn't that strong in Tekken 7 Vanilla. But now they went in the other direction and he's retarded strong. He needed a new screw attack. I suggested back 4 and lo and behold he got the back 4. That was good. Then they nerfed his forward 3. It's -10 now, so it's jab punishable on block. I really like that move, so that sucks, but okay. He did need a nerf considering the buffs I'm about to lay upon you guys very soon. His back 2 went from being good on block to being -11. But now, the legendary fucking retard buffs. His forward 4 has got the Devil Kazuya property where if it hits on crouch, he gets a guaranteed down forward 1-2. I don't have to tell you how powerful this is, and especially next to walls. It's a +3 mid move that on when it hits someone crouching, they die. And his upward 3-4 launches, as we saw in the Rage Attack trailer. Yeah, it's completely broken stuff. And the upward 3-4 was still really good on block, so yeah, it seemed to still be like +6 or whatever it is. So yeah, it's completely retarded. And then I want to talk a bit about Gyuki, of course, as this was the first time we saw his gameplay. He has Jinpachi's 1-2, which knocks down that Punisher. I don't know if it's still 10 frames, but I'm guessing it is. So a very strong 10 frame Punisher, and it also looked to be -17, so yeah, very punishable, of course. He has a sweep, the Fierce Sweep from Street Fighter, which knocks down, and it's launch punishable on block. He seems super annoying to fight due to his very quick and lengthy jumps. He can jump very quickly away from the opponent in a very non-Tekken fashion, so he seems very annoying to fight. He can jump over the opponent rather effortlessly as well and create distance quickly with very rapid successions of jumps. And his zoning will take work to get used to. His Tekken style movement seems sluggish though, bad backdash. He has the Street Fighter 4 style focus attack, which seems to work in the same fashion as in that game. With a long enough charge, he can stun the opponent and dash out of it into a combo. He can even stun into Raging Demon, also like in Street Fighter 4. Shoryuken is launch punishable, but we saw this coming. Tatsumaki can be ducked and while standing launched, and even on block, I think it actually was launch punishable. EX Shoryuken is invincible from the very first frame, meaning he can interrupt like fucking crazy and respect nothing. EX Shoryuken on counter hit leads to the double Shoryuken animation, which we saw in his reveal trailer. It looks like a Street Fighter Super, but it's a counter hit animation like a throw. So it works like a hit to a throw. He seems very linear overall. And unfortunately, Raging Demon cannot be used in combos. So that sucks. It seems pretty tricky to hit with, although when I watched that Tokido Nobi exhibition set, they played 5 games, whatever, I don't remember, but it almost looked like you could jab combo. You could, when you do the Raging Demon, you press 1-1, you know, at the start, and you usually get a jab, and it seemed like you could combo that jab into the Raging Demon, so that looked very weird. So people can jump out of the way if a jab hasn't connected. Super notation is quarter circle forward, 1+2. And Raging Demon is performed the same way as in Street Fighter, except you end the notation with 2 instead of R1 or a trigger. Air fireballs are launch punishable, it seems. 4-3 is which looks like his fierce kick from Street Fighter 4, is his only screw move seen so far. And his staple is, from we can see, a down 3 into light Tatsu, into Shoryuken focus cancel, into 4-3 into Shoryuken or whatever. And I noticed that Shoryuken as an ender seems to throw them pretty high up on walls, so that's good. And that's really all I had for you guys today. If you noticed some interesting stuff I missed, please detail it in the comment section so I can read it. And yeah, that's it. Take care, guys.